Hello, everyone. Welcome to Arcana Homesteading. We're your hosts, Sherry.
And Shauna.
And today we are talking about seeds in winter.
Yay. So it's very exciting for most people right now, at least for gardeners. So it's beginning of still the end of December, but it's getting closer to starting your seeds indoors. Most people, at least, I guess not most people. People that live where I live in my climate, we start some seeds in January, as early as January. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about, I don't think everybody knows when to start their seeds. So for the, are you choking your baby?
Yeah.
So for the most part, it's 6 weeks before your last frost date. That's when you're going to start the seeds indoors. And so if you are buying seeds in the packet, which most people do, and if you're not buying seeds from the packet and you're reusing seeds from previous years, then you probably already know all this. But if you're buying seeds from packets, on the back of the packet, it says start 4 weeks before your last frost date, 6 weeks. And so every vegetable is different because some grow a lot quicker, right? So zucchini, they grow super fucking fast. I'm not going to start those in January, right? So here's what you should do. So look at the back of the packet of all your seeds, lay out all your seeds, and then start organizing them by their date of when they should be started. And obviously it's going to differ depending on your area. Some years are going to be you planted when you should, but then you got a late frost and it, killed your plants because you planted them outside or what the fuck ever. They're getting really big, and so you have to transfer them to other pots. You always have to be ready for shit happens, right? It's not always perfect, but for the most part, right, on average, it's usually about that. So what I would do is look at the back of the packet on your seeds and then start organizing them about when you're going to plant. I'm going to plant all of these seeds in January, early January or late January. So I'm going to put those in a little plastic tote box thingy or whatever the fuck you want to put them in that says, late January. And then I'm going to start these in February. I'm going to start these in late February. I'm going to start these, whatever. So you can have them all organized every year. So it's not like you have to look at this every single year and be all what the fuck? What seeds go where? I have all these seeds. Because I used to, so my technique, when I was first getting started, I had all my seeds and I'd have a billion because I almost love collecting seeds more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd have all my seeds, and then I would be I would just shove them all into something, a box. Most of the time they are in a larger planter, like a pot.
It's interesting.
Okay, and then that I would just keep them in my house, in the pot, in a cupboard or whatever. But then every year I'd pull them out and I'd start going through them, and I'd be okay, wait, I need these ones, I need those ones, I need these ones now. Those ones are for later, and then I'd put them someplace, and I'd lose those ones that I put someplace.
You could even do
I didn't have a system.
You can even do a binder.
And have the little pockets.
Have little pockets and
Look at
January,
you.
February, January through December.
That's a good idea, Sherry.
Just label them and then boom,
Look
and
at
you're
you.
done. It'd be very easy.
Do you have a binder?
I have so many binders.
Do you?
So many. I can gift you 10 if you'd like.
10? I don't need 10 binders.
I'm just saying that's
you
something
got
I
your
have.
binder obsession for Mom.
It's not really my obsession. It is Mom's obsession, and I am being.
Mom's huge into binders.
I know, and that's why I have binders.
There's binder people. They want their binders and their clipboards.
Mom's obsession with binders. I'm just being affected by it. I don't have an obsession with binders.
I that's a good way to be affected, though. You just have them. I guess you have too many, though.
Yeah, I threw a ton out. I was fuck this. You're going through that purging, and you're just getting rid of everything.
Purging's gonna be so fun.
But the binders for the seeds, and then you
That's
get the little what folder thing I'm talking about,
the manila envelope folder thingies.
Yeah, or you could even do clear. They have the
Yeah,
clear casing,
pockets,
and then you can
and then
see
they
what's
put
in
them
there.
That's
Yeah,
it's even smarter.
yeah. So that's
So
what I'm
there's
envisioning.
multiple ways to do it. It's just somehow organize your seeds, especially if you do that now. It's a fun project. I guess it's not fun for everybody. I would consider it a fun project.
Yeah, I find that fun.
Yeah.
I like to organize. That's
Especially
super
at
fun.
night and the fire's going and you're all you have your little hot cocoa and your
organizing my
marshmallows.
seeds.
Be no one bug me. I'm organizing my seeds.
That's right.
It's nice. It's fun.
That is fun.
Things to do. So,
I want to go organize seeds tonight. I'm like, day I hold the baby. I'm organizing seeds.
yeah. So once you have all of your seeds organized and you know when to plant, and then it just makes it a lot easier because like I always feel like you get so like so anxious to plant all of your seeds, to start your seeds indoors, right? Because obviously you can't put them outside yet. Don't do that unless you're in a different hemisphere. But you get so anxious to start your seeds, and then you start doing it, and it gets really overwhelming really quick. And then you're like, oh, I'm busy. I fucking forgot to start those seeds. It's February. I only have like whatever. I should have already started them. Like, it's just it can be very chaotic. So I actually have a calendar. It's not a calendar. I guess it's a calendar. I don't know what to call it. It's a visual aid.
Shauna needs a lot of those.
I do. That's funny because Tegan, who listens to us, she is from Harry and Fowl. She lives in New York, and what was it? She gave me like a visual. Oh, because she had sent the baby, she's very sweet, sent the baby some cute little outfits. And so we were taking pictures and putting the baby in things. And when I posted them to Instagram, and I said something about them being crocheted, and my friend's like, those aren't crocheted, they look knitted. And I was like, what the fuck do I know? I don't do either of those things. Like, right. Obviously there is a difference, but
if Amy's noticing it, which I'm just like, is there? I
know, yeah. And I was like, I don't fucking like, I have no, like, I probably seem like an idiot, but I have no idea. And so I had messaged her, and I was like, are these items you sent, are they crocheted or knitted? Because I am an idiot. And then she explained it to me, but it was still like confusing. And then she literally sent me a visual without me asking, and I was like, why do you know me so well? It's crazy. So it was very nice.
I remember
visual.
You in the kitchen. You're like, oh, she sent me a visual aid. So sweet.
I'm a very visual learner.
Yeah, that's so
I'm not an auditory person. Even if I'm like reading it to myself, and like I can't, it doesn't like get into my brain. I'm just like, what? So like it was very nice.
Like, someone draw me a fucking picture.
I know, in crayon. It has to be in crayon, colorful
colors. Okay.
Anywho, thank you, Tegan, for knowing me. So I have like it's whatchamacallit, when you put a piece of paper on a thing, so it's like I can use it all the time. What's it called?
Laminated. For someone that needs visual aids, you probably should know these words, Shauna.
I could not think
of
that
word.
You put
on a thing, use it forever. Give it to me. What's the word?
Forever. Laminated. I have a laminated little visual aid, and so it has, and like the vegetables are all like, I'm a tomato, like, and you plant me, and it has like the months, like January, February, March. It has winter and summer, so you know when to plant those, like what week, when you should start them at seed. Yeah,
Mom got me one.
I fucking love it.
I think I lost mine. It's sad. I want one.
You should have. It's the best thing because. I mean, obviously of who I am as a person, but it was just like, it just speaks to my soul. I'm like, yes, I love my little thing. But that'd be great to add to the binder in the front, because then I would never lose it, because I'm always like, where's my little thingy
where's my visual aid? My laminated visual aid.
Because as much as you think like you have been doing it for so long and you should know, like, when, like, I always go back to that. I always am referencing it. And like, cause it's like, how many things can you keep in your brain all the time?
Well, that's it too. Like, even a jillion fucking tabs open in your brain, right?
Yeah. And it's I'm like, when do
you can't keep everything in your brain.
Start your fucking carrots.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when.
That is not staying in my brain.
It's not. Yeah. So, anyways, so it's super cool. It's you should definitely, if you can't find something like that in your area, you could ask like your local nurseries, or if you go to any kind of gardening classes, like master gardeners and stuff like that, they have different classes. They sometimes have those materials that you can like print off and laminate or whatever. They'll just give it to you, or you can buy it there, or whatever the fuck. So anyways, highly suggested. Very cool. So like Sherry said, get that done, organize your seeds, and then when it comes to planting them, you can set reminders for yourself or whatever. We're just always so busy, and I'm sure you guys are too, with like homesteading and kids and just lives in general. It gets very hectic to be all like, oh, I need it. So you have to almost, at least I do, and I hate that I have to like schedule myself. Does that make sense? Like I have to like schedule a time, like, this is when I'm doing this project.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I even, like, will tell my kids, like, I am doing this on this day. Yeah. I don't want you guys fighting. I don't want anything amiss, okay? This is what's happening on this day.
Yes.
We're going to wake up. I'm going to make you food. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And then I'm going to do
Sustenance.
my thing, okay?
Well, and
like I have to schedule things.
See, but I hate schedules, I guess. I don't like being like, we're doing this here and we're doing this
Oh,
here.
yeah.
But like if I don't schedule it, it's not going to happen.
It's not happening.
Because something
Yep.
else goes into that spot.
Yeah, it fills
automatically.
the
just
spot.
fills the
Exactly.
spot. And so you like
Yeah.
you are not part of this podcast.
She's like, I'm going to talk into that microphone. Put it down lower.
She's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something about
Yeah.
seeds. You know everything already, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I do. She's gonna be like, in a year from now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to like throw her out there and have the kids watch her.
Oh, yeah. They're definitely watching her in the year. Yes, they are. Because they
Because
watch
you're
her
gonna
now.
be crazy. Because
Huh.
you're gonna be crazy.
She's going to be like ripping down the microphone.
Yeah.
Right?
Like how Sparrow was like
Yep.
a year ago.
Yep.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so I highly suggest starting to organize now your seeds. Get them all together. Order your seeds if you haven't already. That
Oh.
is probably priority number one. If you don't have seeds to organize, you should get on that.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, I have no seeds to organize.
You don't? I have so many fucking seeds.
Well, I want some. Give me some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to order them. You're going to give them to me.
Like I have so you don't need
No,
to.
I want some. Give them to me.
You don't need to order them. Like honestly, I have such a problem, and you have to.
I have
put-
such a problem.
I
Well,
do.
See, I benefit from your
And
problem
all my
and
s-
mom's binder problem.
You do.
Look at that.
So I save seeds from previous years, but I always want to expand on like what I have and like what I think I want. So but anytime I'm saving seeds and all my seeds that I get, you should always write the date in like a Sharpie on your seed packet, because the seeds eventually they just go bad. They're not going to last forever. So you should use the seeds that you got, last year, this year obviously, but like from 2 years ago will be fine. But sometimes after that they just suck. So you're not gonna really get anything out of it. It's not gonna grow or what the fuck ever. So so I would definitely do that. Order your seeds, get them organized, and then start. If you can't find anything online for your area about like when to plant this and when to plant that, then you can make one yourself. Like honestly, it's not difficult. You can put the dates: January, February, March, like that fucking song.
I totally thought you were going to sing the song. I was like, all right, we're doing this. Look at her go.
It's like an episode of preschool. But yeah, so, and then you can just make it yourself, and you can just, you can draw even pictures. You can be like, this is a fucking tomato. Or you can put tomato. Either one works.
This is a fucking tomato. Or you can put
Tomato.
tomato.
So usually the first things you plant,
You should draw a tomato and put zucchini. Or like write zucchini and
you can really confuse yourself.
yeah, it'd be great.
Um,
It'd be super fun.
But usually the first things you plant are your like lettuces and stuff like that. Those can be planted like sooner than anything else. And anything that takes a really long time to grow or to germinate obviously needs to be planted sooner. So read the back of your seed packets. It's going to tell you a whole bunch of information. And then once you know, and you can organize those seeds appropriately and know when to start them indoors or in a greenhouse, it'll be a lot easier like as you go. And it's not going to be all like, you don't have to be like me and going through your flower pot being like, what do I do? I'm so confused. I've done this a billion times and I'm still lost. Look at her. She's like staring at me. You're staring me down. You're making me uncomfortable.
Sean's like, I feel judged.
I do. Sherry's
judging
baby is
me?
just like looking at me like all of what you saying sounds like a chaotic mess. Rude. That's rude.
You're a bad mood baby.
So what I do,
You're a bad
I don't
mood
know if you guys have ever, I'm sure you have, if you are gardening or getting into gardening. There's those like little, they're not like the trays. They look like a tray, but then they have like the individual like seed thingies in them. Pods. What do you call those? They're like, I'm a tray, but I have individual little thingies to put your seeds in. It's a growing tray.
baby. Yeah, like a starter.
Yeah, starter tray.
Yeah.
Those are complete crap.
Yeah, don't buy those.
Don't
They don't because
buy
you have
those.
to transplant your little plants so quickly because that amount of soil will not
It's
keep
not
them
sufficient.
alive. It's just not sufficient for them
and,
to keep
and
growing.
the amount of water that they need.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
It's
It's dumb.
just
Don't
it's
ever do
just-
it.
You won't have a great success.
Just
in
get a
growing
fucking
seeds.
get fucking red Solo cups, and then you can write on them. You can put dates on them, whatever you need to do, and fill them up almost all the way, and then you're good to go. And that will give your plants,
Plenty.
just plenty.
Plenty of time to grow, room
Yep.
to grow, and then you won't have to transplant them into anything else. So I would definitely start with something bigger like that, like the red solo cup, or you can use really anything that is like that size. So if you have like a bunch of plastic planters, or
I mean, and I even saved my red solo cups from last year. Like I have a ton to reuse this year, for
oh
example.
yeah, there's definitely like obviously they're not going to last forever like through every season.
but like
but
I'm
I
saying,
have most of mine from last year too.
I know they're not like crazy inexpensive. My point is though, you can get your money's worth
for sure.
because they'll last you at least 2 seasons, if
At
not
least
3.
2 seasons. If you don't leave them out in the sun, they're going to last longer. They're not going
Yep.
to get like degraded by the sun. So there's different things you can do.
Obviously, don't forget to pop holes in the bottom. Don't
You know?
forget.
So one year Sherry and I, because sometimes we'll like get together and we'll start planting seeds together, especially when we're all like, we didn't do this and we really should have, and we have to plant like hundreds of seeds. So we like
Yeah.
get together and we're like, popping holes. But we were like talking and laughing, and we're like sitting out in the garden. It's a nice day, and we're like, you would think we're drinking or something. But anyways, we ended up planting quite a bit of seeds, quite a bit. And then we're like, did you poke holes in these? She's like, no. Did you poke holes in these? I'm like, no.
No to both questions. Highly unfortunate for us.
Yeah, and then we're like, well, and so then like trying to poke holes, like why it already has the dirt, like you're like stabbing it from underneath the cup, like with like a screwdriver. That's what we had, okay?
That's what we did. It worked. It's fine.
It's fine.
We got through it.
It was fine.
But a lot of
couple
wasted time.
Cups, yeah, a couple cups may have not
Yeah.
made it, but for the most part.
R.I.P. those seeds. And the soil. We're like, aw.
Anyways, so yeah.
And R.I.P. our hands a few times. You're like, ow.
Yeah, jabbing yourself, yeah. We is smart. Huh. We is. Anywho, so just getting them, definitely start your seeds indoors, because then it saves you from buying little starter plants, because those starter plants can be very expensive. There have been years, and Sherry and I have said this, where we get so busy, or all of our plants, like the one year they were all in my greenhouse, everybody was happy and thriving. It was magical. And we had a big storm, and it picked up my greenhouse and threw it over the fence.
Took it away.
And so all my seeds,
It's like Wizard of Oz. There goes the house.
it was like Wizard of Oz. It was highly unfortunate. Anyways, all
You're
my
just missing
seeds were
Toto.
fucking everywhere. Obviously I couldn't just like, I did some of them. I just picked up the cups and I was like, there's seeds in there. Don't know what it is. It'll be fine. But we had to restart a bunch, but there was just some that I knew wouldn't do well. I had to buy starters. Like we've always, like, shit is going to happen. It just is. It's just the way of life.
Well, but you know what's unfortunate about starters, and I had never thought of this before last year.
Oh yeah, you said you're never gonna buy starters.
Yeah, I will not. I will not. I will go without plants.
Yeah.
Because it can affect everything else I have in the garden.
Yeah.
And so I had this daughter flower completely out of one of the starters, obviously, because we've never had it before. I've been living here for over 25 years. So, and it completely like decimated like all of my plants, and it was going to get to my really big plants that have been here for at least 20 years. And I was like, no, okay, burning all of this. And
You
so I
need
did.
a blowtorch on your homestead.
Yeah, blowtorch. It's like, yeah,
It'd be
very
fun, too.
satisfying. So that is, I'll put that warning out there for starter plants. Not
That's
very,
a good warning. It's a good warning. It's
not common. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I 100% can't do that. It's never
but it
happened
makes
to
me
me.
not want to though.
Yeah, no, I'm never going to do it again, because it was devastating. I mean, my whole entire garden was affected. It was very sad. All my tomatoes.
bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Absolute fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You're like, I planted those from seed.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here, you little creepy weed. Like, so fucking annoying. So yeah, never again. I will do seeds only.
Yeah.
Seeds
So there's
only.
always
Seeds
that.
If you really hated your neighbors, you could get them daughter flower wheat seeds and toss them over your
Wow.
fence.
Wow.
Serious. Yeah.
I'm serious. You should destroy somebody else's.
If you hated them, tell me you would not destroy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And he literally has like, oh God. Well, now I can't because we just said it out loud. Thanks, Sherry.
Oh, there's no proof.
That's proof.
No, it's really not. It's just hearsay.
That's
it's
true.
fine.
Hearsay. Yeah.
It's fine. Like they said in their
It's
podcast,
hearsay.
I'm like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
So we say a lot of things in our podcasts we don't do, like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Our husbands are still alive.
And they're welcome.
Sometimes when I'm like talking, I'm always like, I should really turn off Alexa because
You're listening, aren't you? Creepy little weirdo.
it's just like, because like how we all like say things
Oh yeah, like I vent to my kids all
the time. I'm not a serial killer. It's fine, But like,
Yet?
But Alexa probably thinks I am.
They have like a tap on you already. They're like, this
They're
one's
you
crazy.
should watch that one.
He's definitely going to kill someone. Probably your husband.
Yeah,
I have-
see, you
yeah,
said you don't have dark
yeah,
humor.
Yeah.
It's lies. Slander and
But
lies.
see, I don't have dark humor when it comes to movies. I don't want to see dark humor.
You
I
just
just
wanna
want
say
to
it.
say it. I just want to say it. I'm not gonna.
Stop being fussy.
I know. She's like,
You shall not be fussy.
You sound like I don't know what you sound like, but you don't sound like a baby. You sound like a weirdo. Yeah, I don't want to
You're a
watch
weirdo.
dark humor. I don't like, but yeah, but I have no problem talking about, I don't know.
Nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
In our last one. You can go listen to it. We kind of, we're all nuclear explosions. So funny. Like,
So
what the fuck?
funny.
Yeah, we might have issues. We didn't even drink yet. Yet.
Oh, I forgot my tea at my house.
Well, did
God
it have alcohol in
damn
it?
it. No.
Oh, what did that make you think of that then? Oh, because just drinking in general?
Drinking.
Yeah. My husband got me some nice loose leaf teas for Christmas.
Oh, did he? That's
Yeah.
so thoughtful.
That was
Look at
really thoughtful.
him.
I know.
What was up his about this Christmas? Because like you have a new laptop, you got loose leaf tea. What's going on?
I don't know. Don't care. I like it
You're
all.
like nuance. Yeah, that's
Make
very,
it be up his butt again. Yeah, they were good though. I got some because he knows I like black teas, so we got a lot of different black teas.
That's
too.
awesome.
Yeah, very delicious. I had one this morning, so it made me think about
I
it.
know. Teas at the house.
No,
It's so
it's very-
delicious.
we want to do an episode where we try. I guess
did
it's
that
not really an episode. No, not teas.
Oh,
Wait, now that you're not pregnant, we need to do it. I guess you're still breastfeeding, but you can just
yeah.
pump it, dump it. But we want to do
Or
an
just
episode.
give it to her and she'll go to sleep. Huh? Yeah.
We want to do an episode where we try different like alcoholic. I guess it wouldn't be an episode. It would just be something fun that we do for like
It
YouTube.
could be like a bonus.
Yeah. But anyways, try different like drinks that we make and we use like,
That could be very disastrous. We're gonna be like hanging off the microphones. Your husband's gonna have to come in and end the show for us. No,
we should
because oh
we
my
should
god,
make
I'm
our
just
own
such a
like
lightweight.
moonshine and then do it.
Ew, it sounds so gross
Yeah,
though.
it'll be
It's
fun.
a-
We
it
can
tastes
add, like,
so
honey.
bad.
How do you know? What if it tastes great? What if we're great at making it? Casey and
You
and
just
Brian,
say you're great at making everything until
I
you're
am
not.
great at- Okay. Why is that bad?
Because I have to taste it. I don't want to.
Casey and Brian those weren't bad.
They were very good.
See?
Yeah, their ciders and
See?
shit.
We could
Did
totally
we ever
do
try
that.
their what-
mead?
Yeah, we didn't.
No, we didn't try the mead. I want to make mead. I have honey. I can do it.
Is it sweet? Is it like
Yeah,
is mead
it's
sweet?
sweet.
Is it? No, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had mead in my life.
No, it's sweet.
As long as it's sweet, I'm there for it.
Yeah, we can even do like some. I was trying to think of something that like would take like milk. We could do like goat milk and some kind of alcohol, so it's like homesteady. Using honey and stuff. We're like, we're just drinking on this episode.
Don't worry
Watch
about
her
it,
watch it.
sweetheart. She always says that. Have you seen that one little
The
boy?
what?
He has like this lollipop, and his mom's like, "What do you got there?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it,
No, I haven't
sweetheart."
seen it.
Dale always says it to me, and she says it's so funny. I love it so much. But it's very cute because
mom's
he's
a
literally
weirdo.
like 5 or even younger, and he's like telling his mom, "Don't worry about it, sweetheart." It's so cute. His little itty bitty accent.
Does he
Don't
have,
worry
like, a
about it,
southern
sweetheart.
accent?
Yeah, it's just so cute. He's
It's
so
cute
tiny.
now. I'm just kidding. I dated somebody that was like from
Okay.
Kentucky actually, and damn, it was quite an experience. Let me just tell
It was
you.
rough. Okay?
yeah,
It was rough. He once said he like came to the house here and he's like, You got a bear down there in the holler? Or, I didn't even know what he said. We're staring at him like, I'm sorry, are you speaking English? It just is so weird. And you know when someone's speaking and you know it's English and your brain's like, that's English. And you're like, no, it's not. You're like arguing with your own brain.
Well, because it's not really.
Well,
like,
it is,
I mean,
yes, to them,
yeah,
yes.
and like some of the things, and I was just like, I am really trying to understand. But that's like everywhere, like the different like
Just different dialect,
and
yeah.
stuff like that of like how and the slang words and terms that they use. Like it's just like it's like a fucking foreign language. You're like, huh, what? Like,
wait, slow down. You're saying things, but it is kind of computing, but not all the way.
Can you draw it with a crayon?
Colorful, okay? Add colors. I was telling my kids how in California it's like a dialect here to use, or not a dialect, but like that's just something we do. We use the term bro for like lots of different things.
Bruh.
But like for lots of different
Yeah.
things. It could be an inanimate object. It could be a person. It could be an animal.
Yeah.
Anything. It could be
Anything.
the car in front of you, the stoplight. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, anything that's fucking up, you're just like, bruh.
Bruh. Like what the fuck? Like just
Yeah.
And my kids, it's so funny because they do it, right? They
Yeah.
do this thing that I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
Even more so than I do.
Obviously.
It's obviously. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways.
You're hip.
Yeah. I'm hip. I'm the cool mom. Anyways, so and they're like, really? Like, I mean, yeah, no, we know we do that, but like other people don't do that. And I'm like, no, they don't. Like California is like it's something we do here. You know, not everyone does that. Says that kind of stuff.
I think it's more than California. The bruh thing. The United States.
As a
feel like-
whole?
No, not as a whole, but there's other like New York.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
could see New York saying bruh. They would just say it like more like
they-
bruh. Like, you know, it wouldn't have the same like, you know. I can't do like a New Yorkie accent.
That's why I started to laugh. I was like, this is gonna be funny. Listen.
I'm really bad at it. I'm really good at them in my head. You know.
Like, again, that is Shauna's. I'm gonna be great at that.
Because in my head, I am great at it.
She's great at everything until she does it, and then
Yeah.
she's not. She's like, okay, well, moving on. And
Don't care.
It's even funnier because it does not affect her. You think she'd be like, oh, poor me. Hey, I wasn't good at that.
On
Nope.
to the next thing.
She's like, on to the next thing that I will be great at.
Because I am in my head. That's all that matters. This is where I live, Sherry. In my head.
Oh god, so fucking funny.
Anywho, so, what else were we gonna say about seeds?
I don't know. We got off. Way off.
We got off on a tangent.
And it's, here, she
Your
has to go to
baby.
somebody. Can you go take her? 'Cause I'm gonna have to
No.
go past the camera. Yeah, take her to somebody.
No.
Take her to Dea and say, hey, she needs to be put to sleep. Walk around, bouncy, something.
You are a difficult.
Or as Dea calls it, she calls it bumping her. Like
bumping her.
bumping her.
I'll tell her to bump
I literally almost got my phone.
Nice.
I almost like picked up my phone, like get on my phone while Sean is out of the room. Been hilarious. Yeah. So, anyways, the seed thing. I feel like if you got especially getting the see-through like folders for your binders would be like, I don't know. It's just
little totes,
a tote.
like the little plastic ones. You can organize the seeds in different little boxes depending on how many you have. Because my
What?
are you talking about
Boxes?
organize? Yeah.
Yes, I haven't organized seeds. What are you speaking about?
Okay, you know,
You
like
know, all
that.
I'm
You know,
envisioning
like
is your
that.
dumb flower pot stuffed with seeds. That's all I'm envisioning.
You know, like that box down there.
That's a gigantic box.
That plastic one under
Yes.
the white one.
Yes.
Okay.
Large.
I wait.
How many of those are you gonna have? Where are you putting all those?
In your barn. Where do you put your seeds? You put
I
your
don't
seeds
have that many that I need to put in a barn.
I have a lot of seeds.
I mean, I have
Mine would
0
not
right
fit
now.
in a folder. They would not.
You have a problem.
Just my pumpkin seeds alone. I have a crazy amount of different pumpkin seeds.
You're so weird.
I am.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I love collecting seeds, and every
It's
time we have a
strange.
new pumpkin, I'm like, don't throw that pumpkin to the goats until we get some seeds. I have to save some, and I save them.
Strange. Do you write on it what it is?
We make up names. Okay, so I know that sounds horrible, and I know people are super into like heirloom things and like
so
names.
weird.
But we,
It is weird how
So-
weird you are. Like, I'm weirded out. Can I say weird one more time in this sentence?
okay, wait. Hear me out.
Because you're like, I save all these seeds, and I know for a fucking fact you're not writing names on them because you're totally not that person.
Are.
They're made up names.
But we still write names on them.
What does it matter?
It does matter because it's more like
It doesn't matter at that point.
so like, you know, we have like the one little gourd that looks kind of like an octopus, you know, so it's like, you know, cephalopod pumpkin, you know, so we know like that's what kind of pumpkin we're gonna get, or gourd. You know what I'm saying? It's like visually.
Okay, all right.
Visually,
Again,
it makes
yeah, you're
sense.
Stupid visual.
So
You're
like,
so
you know,
weird.
obviously everybody knows a Cinderella pumpkin. Fine, that can stay Cinderella pumpkin. But then there's like all the other ones. Sometimes there's like big orange pumpkin, small orange pumpkin. Like, you know, we have one, we call it a ninja pumpkin. It looks, because when you put eyes on it, it looks like a little ninja.
So weird. You are 100% the only person who does that, like on the planet.
If you do that, please let me know.
You
Because
should-
this is how I organize my seeds, or write the names. Because like, I know that some people, it's super important to them, and
Why don't you just take a fucking photo
of what?
of the seed packet, put it on,
then
or put the
what?
seed packet in there, on like in the
I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna be.
Why not? How? It's not hard. Tape it to the inside of the see-through fucking folder.
Because
and
I
then
don't
you know
keep
exactly
all the
what it is.
Because sometimes like we'll get things from other people, like, or we'll go to the pumpkin patch and we'll get new pumpkins. I don't have a seed packet for those pumpkins. I just have to make up a name for them. I don't know what kind they are. No one's telling me.
Could you search it up?
Sometimes I try because I actually want to know, like, so I sound like intelligent, like when I'm doing stuff like this pumpkin is whatever the fuck, you know, whatever. It's not a fucking ninja pumpkin.
You fucked yourself a long time ago with the whole intelligent thing, okay? You literally just said, we make them up. So I think we're a bit past that.
So anyways,
You're not fooling anybody.
but like sometimes it's like super important to like, this heirloom variety came from so and so's farm back in the 1920s and blah blah blah, and they have like a whole
Yeah.
story behind it,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is beautiful and I love it. I'm not that person. I will never know where never ever. Like if I send you seeds, it's gonna be like, this is
Just
this.
take them and say thank you, okay? We don't know where they're from, what they are. I don't know. That could be anything. You're going to get a nice little surprise you plant that. Hopefully it's in a big enough pot.
No, I know like what type it is. It's just like the names of it, like the different tomatoes and stuff. Like I know some varieties, but I definitely don't know all of them. Sometimes I plant one, I'm like, I don't remember what the fuck that is.
You know what I envision you as? Like, I envision all of your seeds, all of them, just in like a bowl or a pot. You probably, yeah. And then I envision you when you go to plant, just like throwing your seeds and singing,
Yeah,
and flying around like a
skipping.
fairy. Yes, that's what I envision. That's what I
Okay.
envision.
No, what's the matter? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You have a stomach ache? Poor guy.
Are you hungry?
I don't know. You probably are hungry. Eat that apple. I'm almost done. Eat your apple.
What about the red beans and rice? Red beans and rice is delicious.
Anyway, sorry,
You did?
my son came in. He has a.
Oh,
bit of a
okay. You probably
stomach
should
ache.
Eat more of it.
Yeah, you're probably just hungry, bud. We're almost done here.
You
Oh.
did? Oh, well, that's a good job. Good appetite.
Anyways, so I don't know how we got off on a tangent on how I would love to skip through and just have a pile of seeds that I could just throw and think
I
if
know,
things
I
would
know,
grow
I
like
know.
that. I
Yeah.
would definitely do it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
there would be no stopping me. I would definitely put on fairy wings. I would definitely have a little pouch. I would definitely look like a complete.
I would
crazy
definitely
person.
record it.
That would be fine with me. You can
Yeah.
spread my joy, Jerry.
Or you're crazy.
Anyways, if you guys are starting,
What else were we supposed to talk about?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
We
it was
lost
fun.
it.
It was
a
we
good
were
time.
laughing.
It
It was a good time.
I think we gave them enough information. Seeds, organize them.
Clear folders
6 weeks before your frost date. It's when you usually start them indoors. Like that's, or sometimes on the back it says like 3 weeks or 8 weeks. Like it's all different. That's why you have to read the back of your seed packets. Unless you're like me and you're saving your seeds and then you just have to see. So I like with a lot of it. So like the different varieties. So all the tomatoes are going to be the same. So you just start tomatoes all at the same time.
Yeah.
So you can read any back of any tomato packet and be all like, okay, well, that's when I'm going to start all of my tomatoes. It's not going to matter if like, you know, like Mrs. Zebra Stripe over here or, you know, whatever.
little
But
cherry tomato. Like
yeah, they can
they're
all be
the
playing
same.
at the same time. So, and when in doubt, if you don't have a seed packet, you can't find a seed packet for whatever the fuck, you can always look it up online. Always. That's like for everything, by the way. Did you know? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's so weird when people ask like a question. I'm like, you like we literally have Google. We have it. Like people ask the most like weird questions that are so like
I know.
like I can't like what's the weather gonna be on Wednesday like for like an online like park day, and there's like bitch like fucking like
So I'm gonna Google it and I'm gonna give your answer to you. Like, do I look like I know the weather in my head? Who does that? Does anyone know the weather in their head?
it's just so weird.
Like,
You're a Karen.
you're right. You're just like everyone's gonna Google that and then give you the answer. So why
Or-
can't you
yeah,
Google it?
yeah, or
It is-
ask
it
their
is very
Alexa.
interesting.
Yeah.
Ask Alexa. Do you have it? You should get one. They're very
Yeah,
handy.
yeah.
Don't have
They
to
also-
Google anything.
they also
just
listen to
ask
you.
the question, just like you're asking me.
They will judge you.
Except just say it out loud in your house, and she magically gives you the answer.
It is magic. New age.
Instead of typing,
Some new age stuff.
Nope, just say it out loud into the space. All the kids
Randomly
are.
she'll like be all like, "Oh, you want me to call so and so?" Like, "No, Alexa, like stop." Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to like quickly. There's some things happening in the background that nobody wants to know, even Alexa. Lots of stuff happening, breaking,
Mom's
falling.
bathroom door is so loud. It's the thing on the back of it, like hitting the door.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah. Can you tell?
yeah.
We're done right now. We're not doing anything. You're like how kids are like, "Are you done? Are you here?" Like, "Yep." It's like when you're in the car, they're like, "Are we here?" You're like, "Yeah, get out." I always tell my kids that every time.
Roll. You better roll when you hit that cement.
Like every time we're on a trip, my kids are like, "Are we here?" I'm like, "Yep, get out." And they're just like it makes them mad. I'm like, "What the? Well, we're obviously not fucking here."
I would just laugh like, ah! Is that funny? Because you're annoying too. Yep, get out.
These are the parents you guys have.
Okay, guys,
Anyways,
out we go. Out we go. Goodbye.
we're gonna go-
Corelli, out we go. Okay. Anyways,
So we wanted to give a shout out to Lexi and to
Yes,
Megan.
Megan,
They
yes.
are our top patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like to check out Patreon, it's patreon.com, and you can find us at Porch Talk with Our Kind of Homesteading.
yes.
That one is just comedy podcast. We just talk a bunch of shit. We have a good time. It is on like a tiered basis, but it's like $3 for the month if you want to listen to an episode, and then it goes up from there.
Yes.
So the higher you go, the more little things
Episodes
you get.
you get, and you always get a bonus episode as well.
Yeah, so you actually get 2 episodes a month for $3. That's
Yes.
amazing. So please check that out. If you guys have any questions, or if you have an episode topic or something you'd like us to ramble about on Our Kind of Homesteading,
Yes.
please let us know. You can email us at ourkindofhomesteading@gmail.com.
Yeah. And get in touch with us through Facebook. We'd love to hear from you guys. So even if you want to just talk, chat, whatever you want to say to us, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yep. Other than that, you guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.